Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm back with more complexion products. If you looked at my last haul, I promised to do a review of the new Bite Beauty foundation and the new Dior concealer. So I'm going to do a review of both today. I'm going to get into further detail about that concealer and the challenges I had with getting the right color. So we're going to start off with the foundation. So this is the new, it has a long name. This is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar foundation. Now it comes in this little box and it's in a tube. Has the standard 30 mils and looks very small, but it has 30 mils and it retails for $39.50. Now it comes in, I think it's 32 shades. I'm gonna double check, but I think it comes in 32 different shades. I got the shade D155, and D155 is, let me get the exact undertone. It's deep with a warm golden undertone. I purchased this online, so I went with deep warm undertone. Now this foundation is supposed to be very clean and gluten-free and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna, as usual, read a little synopsis about the foundation. So it's clean, long-wearing foundation with a gentle micellar technology that mimics skin texture for a natural, flawless finish. I think that micellar, because I remember I used to use micellar water to remove my foundation. So maybe that's the micellar they're talking about. The coverage is supposed to be medium. I prefer a full coverage, but I can try medium foundation. Finish is natural. A little bit more about the foundation. They say make the change to a clean and high performance. This creamy, long-wearing foundation perfects your skin with buildable medium coverage, so it's buildable. The secret? They claim the secret is that they use antioxidant-rich superfood, maki berry, and gentle micellar technology that works with and feels good on your skin, even if you're sensitive. So I guess this would be good for sensitive skin. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. beauty sponge as usual because I like using this beauty sponge. I think it's really good. And I'm still gonna try to shake it up, although it's in a tube. I'm excited to try this. As usual, I'm always excited to try new complexion products. I'm dropping it, I'm so excited. So now it came with, it had like a little silver, you know, the little paper, kind of foil paper covering it. I opened it to swatch it. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand so you guys can see the color. I personally, the color, it says deep, you know, with a warm golden undertone. I thought it would be, how did I swatch it? I thought it would have been more golden. It's not as golden that I would like, that how I like it. Looks slightly more to me on the reddish side, but I can see some little bit of yellow and golden in there, but it also has that kind of, well, I shouldn't say warm, but kind of coolish reddish tone. So I'm just gonna squeeze out one pump on my hand. As you can see, it does look a little red, but I'm still hoping that it works out. So let's start putting it on. Okay, so putting it on the skin. It looks completely different on my skin than it looks on my hand, because on my skin it's looking like it has a lot of yellow. It doesn't look like, yeah, this doesn't look as though it has the amount of red I thought it would have by just looking at my hand. Blending very nicely. For some reason, I don't know, I just thought it would have been thinner. I don't know where I had that idea. I thought the texture of it would be thinner. It's thicker than I thought it would be, but it's going on nicely. So I want to put it like on one half of my face so we can look at it and look at my neck and stuff. If you're new to my channel, my neck is a lot lighter than my face. And for reference, I'm NC50 in MAC, and I'm gonna list all my other comparable foundation shades in the description box. So I think it's a close match to my neck, and that is what I go for. Compared to this, as you can see clearly, a lot lighter than my neck. I mean, a lot lighter. My neck is a lot lighter than my face. But when I turn this way with the foundation, I think it's a nice match. I'm liking the way it looks on my skin right now as well. All right, so let's just continue to blend this out and then we'll talk. Alright guys, this foundation is looking pretty flawless on my skin, as you can see. And the first thing I'm noticing about it, it feels super lightweight. Like you can barely tell anything is on your skin. And I left under my eyes clear like I've been doing recently. I don't like putting too much foundation on under my eyes anymore because I go in with concealer. But I'm definitely, it smells nice too. Has a nice, clean, fresh smell. So I had to go in with like half more of like a squeeze to finish up my forehead, and I came back around my laugh lines where I tend to have a darker pigmentation. So it's definitely a medium coverage. I think I build it up to sort of a full medium coverage, and I am liking the way it looks on my skin so far. It looks very light, very natural. Let me check the time that I put this on. I always like to check the time. It's 2:27 p.m. All right, so like I said, I'm really liking the way this looks. Let's get into the Dior concealer, and this is called the what's the exact name of this concealer? This is the Forever Skin Correct concealer. Now, I ended up buying 2 of these concealers, and as I put it on, I'm going to let you guys know why. So I've worn this already, so I already have an opinion on this concealer. And so let me give you some specs, and then I'm going to go into, I had a lot of trouble like finding my color. So this concealer is pretty pricey. It retails for $36. And it has a total of 28 shades. Now, what I would say, the darker shades, like if you're around my complexion, if you're a person of color, you're obviously going to start looking at the darker shades. On the bottom of the darker shades, they run very red. And I've ended up with a lot of, like trying a lot of them, so I know for a fact that it runs very red. Let me just give you some specs and then we'll continue. So this is a 24-hour wear, multi-purpose, full coverage, creamy concealer that corrects and hides under eye circles, redness, blemishes, and imperfections. It's supposed to be a full natural coverage. Like I said, you know, I've worn it, and it does give you a very natural coverage. Now the thing is with this concealer, like I said, when I purchased mine, I went with N6. I ordered it online. This is the shade that I should have gotten. I guess whoever fulfilled my order, because it's so easy to mix it up, I think they had it turned upside down. They sent me N9. So of course I had to bring it back. My Sephora didn't have it. They get everything last. I'm going to start putting it on now. So this has a total of, I think it's 11 mils. It's a lot. And compared to my Too Faced Born This Way, my Too Faced Born This Way has 15 mils. But this does have a lot. It's expensive. It retails for $36. I don't know if I already said that. All right. So when I took it back, I figured since I had ordered 6N, let me just grab 6N, because Macy's, I went into Macy's and I saw it. They didn't have any testers out. So I just went with 6. But as I was leaving the store, I decided to open it. And when I opened it, 6 was way too red and way too dark as well. Almost, well, not as a contour shade like the 9N. 6 was dark too. So I went back to the lady again and I switched it for N5. And N5 to me still looked a little red and a little dark, because I don't know about you guys, but I like to conceal and I like to highlight. This is not a highlight shade for me, as you can clearly see. It's dark. This is looking similar to the foundation. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to just go with 4N. So I went online and I ordered a second one because I figured I kept my receipt. I can always bring it back. So I went with 4 Warm. And this is supposed to have a golden undertone. And this is obviously very light. So I figured I'll wear the two together. This one I've worn, this one I haven't worn. So we're going to start off with this one. This is what the applicator looks like. Very interesting applicator. I don't know, I guess this is I don't know if this is considered a doe foot, spade, or what, but it has like this part that's indented or curved, comes all the way down. It's pretty big. It's not as big as, like, say, Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm going to start with this, and as you can see, this is red. But what I like about this concealer, it's so creamy. It's very, very creamy. But so if you're gonna buy this concealer and you're around my skin tone, stay away from 6N and 5N. That's if you like to highlight under your eyes, because putting it on, this is looking even a little darker than the actual foundation. So what I'm going to do though, I'm going to blend it out, because like I said, I've worn it before, and I mix it with a little bit of my Benefit concealer. So I'm going to blend it out, and when I blend it out, I'm going to go in with the 4W and see how it looks. And as usual, I like to go in with a brush first. This concealer is so nice, guys. I mean, I think I've just been hitting the jackpot with concealers lately, because that Hourglass concealer is beautiful. My Benefit concealer is beautiful. But I would have never imagined this N5 would be this, because this is not neutral. This is more on the red side. I don't know how they're describing this as medium deep with neutral undertones. No. See how beautiful that blended out? It blended out like a dream. Now, why I don't want to go in with the light one right away and mix the two together, I want the light one directly on top of this one when it's already blended out. It's so smooth and so pretty. It's full coverage, super, super lightweight. Very, very beautiful concealer. I mean, and it has like a soft radiance to it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over top with 4W, and let me show you 4W. It's very light, but it definitely has yellow. So I think I'm going to keep it and mix the two, because I really love the formula. This is very light, but I'm going to put a little bit like right here and right here. And I'll blend that into 5 to N5. Now, the combination of these two concealers, that's my perfect shade. That's the shade that I wished maybe N5 was, because this is an expensive concealer. So it's like $72 just to get my perfect match, but it's so beautiful. The texture of this concealer is, it's so lightweight, it's so creamy, and it has like a nice soft radiance to it. Because I'm going to compare it to my Benefit Bowing Concealer, since that has been my holy grail. That's a little bit more, it's not dry, but it's a little bit more matte. This is just like perfect. This is like a beautiful, satiny, creamy just amazing. And you guys saw the way it blended out, and it smells amazing too. It's so pretty, but I definitely have to mix these two shades. I don't know if maybe 4N or N4 or N4.5, but I'm definitely going to keep 4W, and I'm going to mix it because I think this is my perfect shade. It's so beautiful. And guys, this foundation too. The foundation is very beautiful. I feel like there's nothing on my face. Anyway, so the time now with both of these products on is, like I said, I've worn the Dior concealer before. No creasing. And like with me, I can tell if a concealer creases because it creases on me right away. No creasing. It looks beautiful under my eyes. It just looks amazing. I'm going to set it with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. So the time is now 2:37 p.m. I don't know how much you guys can see, but it's 2:37 p.m. I'm going to go finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to be back with more thoughts on both of these products. Alright guys, so I am back with the rest of my makeup on, and oh my god. Look at my face. This Bite foundation right here. I mean, these are my initial thoughts. Obviously, I haven't done my wear test. This is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. I mean, the only thing I own from Bite are lip products. And for this to be their first complexion product, at least I think it is, this is so beautiful. It's very natural looking. I think it's very skin-like looking, but it's not skin-like to where it's like dewy, because a lot of foundations that claim to be skin-like are very dewy. I set it with my Fenty Pro Filter Powder in Hazelnut, and this concealer, whoo! I thought the Hourglass was bomb. The Hourglass is still bomb, but I don't know. I think I'm liking this a little bit better, and I love that Hourglass concealer, and I love that Benefit concealer. This is right up there. It's pricey, but you do get a lot. You get 11 mils. It's a lot for a concealer. Most concealers to me are around like 3 to 4 mils. The most you'll get is 6. I think the Fenty has 6 mils, but too bad I had to buy 2 shades, but I don't mind it at all. It is beautiful. Look at my under eye. Look at where I put it in the center of my face. Fantastic. And I set it with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I just love how these 2 products look. Oh my god. I'm messing with my hair because I washed it and it came out so like big and poofy. Anyway, so I'm gonna do my wear test. I want to at least do a 7-hour wear test. So it's 3 o'clock on the dot. Let me show you guys. It's 3 p.m. So I'm gonna go about my day, and I'm gonna come back with a final check-in, but oh my god, I'm so in love with this foundation and the concealer. All right guys, see you later. All right guys, I am back for my final check-in. It's now 10:40 p.m. 10:40 p.m. So I put everything on around 2:30. Everything was done at like 3, so 8 hours of wear. And this is what everything is looking like, and I am so happy with this combination. This foundation right here, this is a beautiful, natural, to me, everyday foundation. It's so nice. Even the tube. This would be the perfect foundation to just throw in your bag if you're traveling, if you're going somewhere overnight. But for me, it's the perfect everyday foundation. It's so lightweight on the skin. I feel like I have nothing on. My natural oils peek through around my nose, but I do have highlighter on the tip of my nose. And so I didn't touch up at all. When I do a foundation review, I don't like to touch up. So around my nose here, and a little bit maybe like around my forehead, but I did put a little highlighter up there as well. But I think it wore beautifully. I have like slight creasing in my laugh lines, but it didn't separate. You can just see like a crease, and that's not unusual for me. And I think that came with just like laughing and talking over the 8 hours. Everything looks so beautiful. I'm in love with this foundation. It's really pretty. And for foundations to impress me these days, it has to be like really good because I own so many foundations. Now, as for the concealer, like I said, I've worn the concealer before. I just haven't worn them, the two together, and I didn't wear it for this long. Oh, it's beautiful. I think my under eye looks flawless. I mean, I just tried the Hourglass. That's phenomenal. This one is phenomenal. It's right up there. Both of them is right up there with my Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer, which you guys know I just absolutely love. This concealer is so pretty. It's so lightweight as well. And it doesn't have like that matte look, which I like. It makes you look like there's a softness to it. There's a naturalness to it. It's not radiant, but it just makes your under eye to me look very healthy, looks very supple. It's like, I don't know, I think the combination, I think the foundation is I think it's just a very sexy foundation. It's so beautiful. I mean, I can't stop staring at my skin. This is so nice. Like, if you're in the market for a foundation, or if you're just a foundation junkie like me, you like trying foundations, I think you should try that foundation. I give that foundation a 10 out of 10. And the concealer, I mean, it's a pity I have to get 2 shades. I mean, I probably could bring this back and try the 4.5 neutral or the 4 neutral, but I really don't want to do that because I think the neutrals are running a little red. I'm mixing these two. I got my perfect shade. But if you're my complexion and you're looking at this concealer, stay away from like the N6 and the N5. They're a little red. This one is a little red, and it's very close to my skin tone, or maybe even slightly darker. But mixing these two together, so I wish the darker shades had more yellow in them, especially for people who like a concealer that has a lot of yellow. But except for my hair looking crazy, I think everything looks wonderful. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys again in my next video. Bye, guys.